say whether he would vote for the plan. He said he wants to read it first. If House Republicans do not back the Senate leader's plan, Boehner might have to turn to House Democrats for votes. I want to bring in Democratic Congressman Bill Pascrell. He's a congressman who's joining us now. Well, you just got out of your own caucus.
Right.
What do you make of what you heard?
I think we can deliver between 195 and 198 votes. And I hope that the Speaker will be able to deliver at least 100 of his.
So you have no doubt that brought to the floor, this will pass?
Well, I have no doubt that we're going to have our votes. John's got to take care of the Speaker's got to take care of his own votes. Look, we're losing $164 million a day in the economy with the government shutting down. And needless to say, just look at the charts as to what's happening to the stock market and what's happening. Well, stock market's up a little bit because they think we're going to do the job today. But the interest rates are starting to rise, Anderson, and that's not a good sign at all. Just when the economy's starting to get some lift, just when it's starting to get some light, or whether we're talking about foreclosures, whether we're talking about prices of homes going up, we don't need this at all.
How would the timing of all this work out? I mean, when would you anticipate a vote in the House?
Well, we expect a vote sometime late tonight. The Senate, we were going to go first,
right.
And then I think it worked out that the Speaker wanted the Senate, gives him a little more weight in what he's trying to do on his side. He's got a tough job. I think he's tried his best. I think John's a good American patriot. He let these guys and gals get too much rope in 2011 and 2012. He thought he could rein them in. You can't rein them in. There's about 40 or 50 of them that just want to be on their own. Regardless of what we do on our side and what John Boehner does, they're never going to agree to anything. And that's proven.
What is it like to be in there these days? I mean, is it... I've talked to people, you know, long-time serving members who said they've never seen it like this, that even in the worst of the old days, people would talk.
I have been here for 17 years. I was here in the Iraqi vote, Afghan vote. I've never seen anything like this in the 17 years that I've been here.
Does it depress you?
No. Can't be depressed, and you can't give up the ship. We're sent here to do a job. That's why we're getting paid. Not yet, but this is why we will be paid if we do our job. And I intend to do my job, and I'm not going to let it get me down. I've served on a local level. I was also in the Jersey legislature, and it primes you for this. And yet, many of these people never served in local government. They don't know what the hell they're doing half the time. And you have to give them almost a GPS to get through the day. But that's where we are, and we got to deal with it. That's where it's at.
Where do you see the negotiations going now? I mean, this is essentially kind of kicking the can down the road. There now actually have to be negotiations. What is the give on the Democrat side?
Well, Anderson, we would not be having this conversation, not that I would not want to have the conversation with you, if we would have done our job 5-6 months ago. The House passed its budget. We didn't. I voted no on that budget. The Senate voted its budget 2 days later, and our Congresswoman Pelosi, our leader, named not conferees right away. Harry Reid tried 18 times to name the conferees. So you bring the two sides together, you bring the budget in the House, budget in the Senate together, there's always a difference, and you work it out. 6 months later, they talk about negotiating. We tried over and over and over again. The record is very clear on this. So now, both budget committees in both the House and the Senate are going to have to sit down between now and the middle of December to work out something for the rest of this fiscal year, which will really bring us to October 1st of next year. I think it can be done. I think it can be done. Maybe this is a lesson for everybody. Look, no party is privy to virtue, but these guys have they've written a new chapter in the history of this country. It's not pretty.
Congressman, I appreciate you being on tonight. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Honor to be here.
Appreciate it. Thank you. One of the main